Hello everyone, Commotion here, cruising around on a fine Sunday afternoon up here in the North Georgia mountains. Where are you from, Georgia? I hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day. I know I did. I'm single, so it was awesome. I didn't have to buy any chocolates or candies, flowers. I didn't have to buy any of that shit. And you know what? It felt awesome. Amazing. So I'm still working on my FZ1. It's been in the shop for quite a while, but I'm doing some minor modifications to turn it into even more of a street fighter than what it is. I painted that house. That's pretty good. So I'm super excited to get my FZ1 back. Hopefully in about next week I'll get it back. I got my carbon fiber Two Brothers exhaust in, slip-on exhaust for it. I've got shorty levers coming. I have my bar and mirrors, they came in. I took all the fairings off and plasti dipped them. Just doing a lot of little odds and ends, you know, removing the front indicators, just trying to take it more streamlined. I'll try to put a picture up of the current status of it. But I told the mechanic, I was like, look, man, I need this bike back by, you know, within a week, because I want to take it on when I go do the I'm trying to do the Chase on Two Wheels meetup coming up here in a couple weeks. I've never done that, met up with those guys before, so I'm looking forward to maybe going down there and checking some hands, getting to know some fellow motovloggers in my area. I've already, on the event page on Facebook that Ramekin started, there's already like 75 people that clicked on that they're going. So, and that was after like 3 days after them posting it. So I mean, this might be well over 100 bikes going to this thing, so it should be a pretty interesting path. This is Highway 197. And you know, speaking of the Chase on Two Wheels meetup, they're coming right up here to my area. So Brasstown Ball, which is the highest mountain in Georgia, is where you know, the pinnacle of that's where the meetup is going to. And it's probably 20 minutes from where I live. So it's kind of cool. After the meetup, I'll just go home. Everybody else have to drive down to Atlanta. Some people's coming from all the way from Virginia and shit like that. But it should be interesting. I don't know. But I do have a track close to me as well. Road Atlanta is only about 40 minutes from me. I didn't realize, you know, that's the thing, man. I didn't realize how great of an area of the United States I live in for motorcyclists. I mean, I have the Dragon's Tail within an hour of my house. You know, I have all the Blood Mountain, and I have all of these great little roads. I have Road Atlanta, where I can go do some track days within an hour of my house. I'm really fortunate. I'm gonna try to start taking advantage of it. I might take that phaser out to a track day one day. I don't know. I've got to do a little more education before I start trying to do shit like that. I'm still learning to a degree, you know. Well, we're always learning. I don't think you ever master motorcycling. You know, there's always something better you can get better at and work on and improve on. I made a comment on one of my posts to one of my subscribers, and you know, he gave me some good feedback on that video where I know almost totaled my brand new Honda CB500X and almost went off into a ravine. He gave me some feedback, you know, and I told him, I was like, you know, I appreciate that, because there's a dip there. See, when I drive 80 miles an hour through here, man, just enjoy the day. Jeez, look at this. This is beautiful. So I was like, you know, I appreciate it, man. You know, I really, I love constructive criticism. You know, I really try to learn and grow and get better at this. Because, you know, I view this as just like a game of chess. You learn how to ride motorcycles in you know, in 5-10 minutes. You know, the basics, and you know, you spend the rest of your life trying to master those basics. And I feel that way, you know, with chess, with riding a motorcycle. That's why I think it's a good parody or a good analogy. Let's go fishing with that dude. North Georgia's got some awesome trout streams up here. I got the Appalachian Trail. Man, I got the Appalachian Trail within 15 minutes of my house. The start of the Appalachian Trail actually is within an hour of my house. Springer Mountain. People don't realize they don't realize the start of the Appalachian Trail is literally 30 miles into the woods, and you have to get dropped off. So the people that start in Maine and they come up here, so they finish the Appalachian Trail, but they're 30 miles out in the middle of nowhere from anything. So they really need to do some planning that last leg, you know. How the hell they're going to get out of the woods. I always thought I was going to be a cruiser guy. You know, my first bike was a Honda Shadow. And I said, man, I love cruisers, man. So, you know, I was doing all the researching of the Harleys and the Victories. I thought, man, I can't wait to go buy my first full-size bike. And the bike I really liked was a Yamaha Striker. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but I was really loved that bike. Ergonomics of it, and just the look, and the fact that it's not a Harley and Victory really called to me. But you know what? Before I did that, I was like, you know, I never really drove a crotch rocket. I want to try one out. So I shopped around, and I was actually looking at a V-Strom, because I want to do some more like enduro type stuff. And so I was looking at V-Stroms and stuff like that. And I studied up on the upright position of a FZ series from Yamaha. And I was like, you know, that looks pretty interesting to me. And I went to the showroom and sat on a couple of new ones. I was like, wow, man, this is so this is really comfortable. So I started shopping around on Craigslist, and I found an FZ1 that was really reasonably priced. So that's how I ended up buying the one. I was really looking at like an FZ6. I wasn't really looking at going to a 1 liter bike right off the bat. And I remember I had to drive all the way to west side of Atlanta to pick it up. I don't have my learners, you know. I've never rode a crotch rocket before. I jumped on this FZ1 and I was scared to death, let me tell you. I was so worried that I was going to tweak that throttle just slightly and that bike was going to fly out from under me, you know. And I asked them, hey, my wife, my now ex-wife, follow me. Not follow me, but lead me. So she was in front of me in my car. And, but I was afraid that at a red light I would take off and the car, just all that acceleration and the bike would just fly out from under me. Whoa. Big curve. Love it. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I'm just riding. So yeah, man, I was just like, wow. I can't tell if that's gravel and shit on the road, if that's just, yeah, it's still kind of a bunch of salt and shit. I better take it a little easy. This road needs to be repaved. A lot of loose shit on it. I know I'm running terribly slow, I'm sorry. But anyway, the FZ1 did not fly out from under me. I just started at what I did. I very quickly learned that I had enough power to start really comfortably in second gear. So to compensate my lack of knowledge, I just started out in second gear. And I didn't even fool with first gear when I did the stop and go traffic in Atlanta. And then when I got on the interstate, you know, we sped up to about 80 and I felt that power band for the first time. Oh my Jesus. Thank you, Mary, is what I was saying. This is just amazing. The power band, oh my gosh. It was just incredible, incredible feeling. I was like, I am hooked. I will probably never drive a cruiser again.